drop of water becomes a river, joining the motion between sea and the shore, winding its way there, returning one day where it was before. Every creature walking the land and dancing the ocean or learning to soar.
The show is titled Believe. It is a magnificent display of the incredible bond between man and killer whale. Two worlds, two different species, trying to bridge the gap between them. And how do you bridge that gap? You believe.
The idea of Believe was actually born from the whale itself. As you can see from the whale tail behind me, from the behaviors that are in the show, and even the music that was composed in the show, it all came from the animal itself. These whales are amazing animals, and they brought with them the whole concept of this particular show.
From the trainer summits and the ideas generated by the Believe team, we took those ideas back to the parks, talked about it with the in-house staff, and we put those sequences and those ideas into the emotional expressions that you'll see in the Believe show. There's behavior in the show where we turn all the sprayers on, we get on the whale, and we zoom to the bottom of the pool, and we leap up out of the water, jump over the sprayers, come down with the whale. That's just plain fun. That takes you back to the day where you first imagined wanting to get into the water with the killer whale. That's exactly the reason why we do this. It's just fun for us and for the killer whales.
We brought in a Broadway producer to help us establish what the overall content of the show would be. We brought in a set designer and a composer from Los Angeles area. And we also brought in Hallmark Corporation to help us with what the emotional content of the show would ultimately be. We brought all of this together, we mixed it all together, and we ultimately created a one-of-a-kind, unique experience that you can only find at SeaWorld.
Well, this particular board here is something we started with when the first concept of the show came to us. And this really is our heart and soul. We have 8 sequences really if you count testimony, but 7 behavioral sequences that involve the whales. And we break each one down into each individual behavior.
The way they can move about the water, their finesse, their power, and their agility, it's indescribable. And I think that's one thing people never get tired of seeing. We as trainers, we never tire of it. We see it every day, but we appreciate it every day. So we aren't special people. We have special jobs, and we recognize that, and we understand that we are, in essence, ambassadors for humankind interacting with this species of animal.